Warriors is Martin Rooney is, in my opinion, the top trainer. I would even say MMA trainer. He started off as an MMA trainer for basically Renzo's guys and Akado Almeida, Big Dog. He was doing pride fighting back in the day, and he was, the #1 coach over there, like as far as like strength training. Just like MMA, nobody knew anything about how to train for this. So it was kind of like CrossFit does now. If you can't walk out of the gym, you had a good training session. After years of studying this stuff, Martin has realized that's not the way to train. And what I love about Martin is he comes out kind of like I feel the same way he does. He comes out, the #1 thing to make people start to understand and listen to you is tell them that you messed up. Tell them that you did something wrong. Tell them, here's what I did wrong. Here's what you're not going to do wrong. I already messed it up. You don't have to. And he talked about from the very beginning when we went to go and do a certification. It was a two-day thing. You have to take written tests. You actually go through the different workouts. And he always answers the question why. He doesn't, everything starts off with, okay, let's see what your imbalances are. Let's see, if you have tight ankles, if you have tight hips, you have tight knees. Have you ever had a surgery before? Have you ever, like a personal trainer should do and go down the line and figure out, okay, let's figure out what's wrong with you before I just throw you into heavy squats. Makes sense. Again, didn't train like that in the beginning. So the training for Warriors has been the culmination of what Martin's been working on for years. Now he trains baseball players, NFL players, half the UFC roster, half the Jiu-Jitsu world champions in the world. I mean, everybody is going to Martin because it works. It's based on, there's body weight stuff that he does. Most of the actual, what he refers to as a hurricane, there's different levels of a hurricane. And they're different intervals of working out. So an example might be 2 different exercises that you'd work, and you might do a sled push for 20 seconds. You get a 10-second break, and then you go right into, you can do like Russians. And then you get a 10-second break, and you're back to the sled push and back. So these type of things where you're only getting a 10-second break in between, and you're gonna do these for X amount of rounds, and they'll change per round. They'll get progressively harder or progressively easier depending on where you start. You can pyramid them. There's like a whole philosophy to the training method. I can sit here and talk for hours about actually how they work. There are, I think, 73 affiliates right now across the world. Not even like he is in everywhere. He's in England. He's in all across Europe. He's gone over to Australia. He's gone, I think, to even Maui. He's going to play. I mean, he's all over the place with this stuff.